Okay, so the general maintenance here on the kPulley. First things first, I'm going to check the bolts here. Really the only tools that you're gonna need for this, they should all be found in the tool bag that comes with your unit. Okay, so I'm gonna check the tightness of these bolts here. It's pretty rare for them to come loose, if ever, but it doesn't take too long to check. And it doesn't hurt anything to check the tightness of them. So never a bad idea to check these. Both these feel good. Next up, super common. Most people do this already, but is to just check the condition of this drive belt. Okay, so near the center opening, sometimes there can be fraying, there can be tearing. So we just want to keep an eye on that. If there is, it's no big deal. We can quickly trim that. We have another video for that as well, but that's another thing to keep an eye on. The next thing is I'm going to take this top cover off. Okay, so you can see the screw here. There should be 2 total, 1 on each side. So I'm going to remove these. Set those aside. So I get this off, I'm just gonna set this here. The next thing, a different size Allen wrench for this one, just slightly smaller, but again, should be in that tool bag. We're gonna check the stop screws here. Okay, so when I say stop screws, there's just these small screws. There's a total of 4, so I'll show where they're all at. So there's one here, there's one here, there's one there, and then there's one back here. Okay, so what these do, these just hold the shaft in place. So once every, maybe 2 or 3 months, it's always a good idea just to check the tightness of these, just to make sure that they're doing their job of holding the shaft in place. With use over time, they can become loose. So again, it doesn't take too long, and it's always a good idea just to check these every once in a while to make sure everything is being held in place. Okay, so from there, the next thing we're gonna check the K meter. So as you can see here, the K meter has obviously the actual, the base unit of the K meter, and then it has this black disc. Okay, so while checking out this K meter, we should check that these teeth here on the rubber disc are all there. Sometimes these can get knocked off, but we wanna make sure, you can see they go all the way around. We wanna make sure that they're all evenly there. So checking the alignment of the K meter here, as you can see, the reading forks are here. Okay, there's one on each side, and there's the rubber disc right here. And so I'm going to actually spin the shaft and make sure that throughout the full spin of the shaft that there's no contact between those reading forks and that rubber disc, okay? And you'll be able to see here that rubber disc isn't completely straight, which is fine. Okay, the main thing, really the only concern, is that it's not making any contact with either of those reading forks. Okay, so also with the alignment of this rubber disc and those reading forks, another good thing, if you have some compressed air or some air duster hanging around, this is super quick. All I'm gonna do is just take this, and I'm just gonna spray this right into those reading forks there, okay? So all this does is just clear out any dust or debris that might be in there, and that helps to make sure that K meter is functioning properly. All right, so we just finished up checking out this K meter, making sure everything was good there. Last step is to just put this top cover back on and make sure that everything is in place. So we'll get that there. I'll put these 2 screws back in and make sure that everything is all good. And that's it.